Welcome, brothers and sisters, to Magic Me. I am Brian Height, and today I want to talk about magic. I know I promised this would be my next video, and I kind of strayed from that a little bit, but I finally want to touch on this topic, and this is a very large topic. Um, Many of you out there, I suspect, since you have been drawn to this channel, already have a working understanding of what magic is, and many of you do not, and that's fine. That's why I'm here. Um, so, since this is such a large topic, so all encompassing, today what I want to do is I want to begin with the definition of what magic is to me, because what magic is to you is not necessarily the same thing. And so, before we can really have any in depth discussion about it, we need to be on the same page. So, let's begin with that. What magic is to me is it is it is a science, and um, well, the best working definition that I have come across to date for magic is the science and art of causing change to occur in conformity with will, using means not currently understood by traditional Western science. Okay, that's a mouthful, and anyone can recite that from a textbook. Um, so, what does that mean? What does that mean to you? What do you do with that? How do you apply that? Okay, quite simply, what that means is that we have the ability to affect the world around us using a variety of means, but at the most basic level, our thoughts are an act of creation. The world exists as very different from the way that most people actually see the world. We experience the world through our traditional five senses here in the physical plane, right? We have, the taste, hear, sight, touch, um, but that's not all that we have. That's not all that is out there. But that greatly limits our understanding and experience of the world. And up to this point, science has not acknowledged or done a serious study of what we would call magic, because it doesn't have the technology. It doesn't have that level of understanding to be able to understand and explore it. The same could be said about a lot of things. If you were to go back in time to the dark ages, and say you brought out a cigarette lighter to start a fire, what would happen? Witch! Witch! You'd be burned at the stake. I mean, and was that magic? Was that hocus pocus? No, it was just a technology that the world at that time did not understand and was not ready for. And, you know, I believe that we are entering into a period where we're finally, mankind at large is ready to dive into the realm of the unknown. And, just a few hundred years ago, science didn't have the technology to look at, the smallest microcosm, um, of particles and germs, even. And so that was, if you were to go back and cure somebody just 100 or 200 years ago of any number of diseases with today's medicine, that would be it would be heresy. You would be, a witch. And today we have greatly increased our scientific understanding of the microcosm and the macrocosm. You know, there was a there was a period of time whenever people were burned at the stake because they believed that the sun didn't revolve around Earth, that the entire universe didn't revolve around Earth. And now we know that's not the case. We know that there are billions of other worlds out there because science has developed the technology to explore that. Okay, so we're going to move on from there. Basically, what I'm trying to say here is science has not developed the vocabulary, the instrumentation, or the level of understanding to be able to explore the unknown and in the realm of magic. And so, to me, magic is just an unknown science. It is something that we have not explored yet, and it's somewhere we need to go. But in a nutshell, if you want to understand magic, to me, I refer back to Nikola Tesla, who was a very great man. And if you don't know who Nikola Tesla is, then congratulations. The U.S. public education system has done its job well. We owe a lot to Nikola Tesla, but I'm going to try and keep this as short as possible, so we're not going to go there today. I'll save that for a later video. Nikola Tesla said, if you want to understand the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. And that is exactly the bread and butter of the field of magic. See, we live in an electric universe. We see hard physical surfaces, we see plants, we see automobiles, but all of this is just energy vibrating at different densities, intensities, and frequencies, right? Okay, well, every thought that you think and have ever thought is a frequency, it is a form of energy, and those thoughts affect the world around you. In fact, they bring about the world around you in many ways. And I believe that's what it was meant whenever it says in many scriptures that we were created in the image of God. More correct translation is the likeness of God. And God is the creator, which makes us creators. Yes, that's right. You are a creator. You create your world. You're doing it constantly, whether you're aware of it or not. And this touches upon a recently popularized topic of the law of attraction, which has a lot to say. We have a lot to learn from the law of attraction, but that's inherently flawed, and that's something I'll save for another date. But basically, what I'm getting at is magic is the ability to bring about change in your world using means that science doesn't have the ability at present to understand. And we're not talking sleight of hand. We're not talking making an elephant disappear off stage or card tricks. Okay, we're talking real, concrete change. And you are magic, my friends. We all are. It's woven into the fabric of what it means to exist in this world as a human being. We are creators. And this channel, in large part, will be dedicated to understanding that and breaking that down into levels of understanding that can be applied to our lives and how we can use that to bring about change in this world when it is needed very, very desperately. So stick around. I want to do more in-depth videos on the topic of magic and reincarnation and spirituality, and I want to address Christianity. And many of us here in the United States are they belong to a Christian faith, and I'm going to show that according to me, those beliefs are not incompatible. I mean, I believe that many of the things I'm saying have been said before, especially by figures in the Bible, and I'm sure that makes me a heretic, and I'm probably going to be burned at stake for saying that, but we're going to cover that. And I would really like to cover the topic of magic in as much detail as possible. I'll probably break that out into smaller videos for different aspects of this topic, and I might at some point put out a larger video that is more all-encompassing. If you're interested in that kind of thing, I know today we often don't have time to sit and listen to somebody ramble for 2 hours in front of you. So let me know what you think. Let me know what questions you have. We're all at different levels of understanding. Some of you, you've learned nothing because you've heard all of this 1,000 times. Um, some of you, this is brand new and you think I'm crazy and off my rocker. So let me know who's watching. Let me know what you think, um, what you want to hear me discuss, talk about. Um, and I'll do more in-depth videos, but for now I'm probably going to break this down and cover it one little slice at a time in digestible pieces for a wider audience, because it is time for the world to evolve, and that's happening with or without us. So I'm here to help that process along. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave me some comments, give me engagement. Let me know you're live out there and listening so I continue to do this. I feed off of that energy. I need it. Okay. Um, if you're new to this channel, can consider subscribing. Hit the thumbs up, give me a comment, subscribe. Stick around. There will be more to come. Thanks.